Can we really deliver the solutions that have been promised now, do you think, with some of these new emerging technologies? Like for real?
I hope so. I think it depends on how we do it. I think what I'm seeing a lot of is let's throw an agent here, let's throw an agent there, or let's give you agent
Mhm.
builder technology and good luck. Here's our APIs and have fun.
Right.
I think those, don't get me wrong. There are really smart people behind those solutions, and they are looking at the business flows that matter most, and the business flows where we really do have an opportunity to take time out. And so I think that is it is an approach, but I think we could be thinking a level deeper. I think rather than layering agentic technologies on top, what if we really thought about what data and information is resident in the ERP? What if we built an
Mhm.
ERP that really did understand its data and the connections between the data, that had sort of a semantic layer that allowed us to explain what information is on that purchase order and how does that relate to a supplier and how does that relate to the invoice and how does that relate to your accounts payable aging, and I think in stringing those together, we can better empower the user to ask questions, to not have to go hunt and find data, and to start stringing together their own workflows and to really start seeing ERP as a team member instead of ERP as this place where I have to go to get information. Because the
Mhm.
truth is, nobody wakes up in the morning excited to log into their ERP. Nobody. And
Right.
it's a tragedy as a product manager to be responsible for a product that people do not wake up excited to use. And I don't know that that's ever going to change. I think, but what we can do is say, okay, then don't log into the ERP. You shouldn't have to go through that experience. I think about the most casual user, the kind of person like me. I have to log absences and vacations. I have to approve things. I have to do a performance review every once in a while. And
Mhm.
those things happen so seldomly that I forget every time where I'm going, what I'm doing, how I do
Mhm.
the thing. I am a perfect user to never have to go into the ERP again, which means the ERP needs to come to me. It needs to come to me in some smart way. It needs to help me get work done outside of the ERP, and then really it needs to disappear.
Yeah.
And so I think if we can build this right for most employees, the ERP can disappear. And for those whose deep work, whose craft really is in the ERP, FP&A, payroll, the compensation planning, the folks who really do deep work in an ERP, that experience can get a lot smarter, a lot more assisted, a lot more proactive. I think ERP can be a team member, but it's not going to
Mhm.
do that if you just add an agent here and a workflow there.